Hello, my name is Juanita Watteau, and thank you so much for watching my video. Today I'll be presenting a 10 to 15 minute video on my problem and practice defense titled Perceived Parenting Style and Cyberbullying Relationships Comparisons Among Middle School Students in Southwestern Texas, a Quantitative Examination. I'll be going over the following items in the agenda: problem statement, brief overview, literature review, purpose statement, research question, theoretical framework, methodology, overview of the results, integration of results, implication, recommendation, limitations, and brief overview of distribution plan. The problem I'm addressing in my study is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a growing concern among middle school students, negatively impacting mental, academic performance, and social interactions. While parenting styles play a key role in adolescent development, their influence on cyberbullying behaviors remains unclear. I'm now going to go over the parts of my literature review. Based on my research on the evolution of cyberbullying, I identified three key point areas. First, cyberbullying has evolved alongside advancements in digital communication, making online interactions more immediate and far-reaching. The anonymity provided by digital platforms has intensified aggressive behaviors as individuals feel emboldened to harass others while facing direct consequences. This lack of accountability further contributes to the severity and persistence of online bullying. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted cyberbullying among adolescents as increased reliance on digital platforms for education and socialization created more opportunities for online harassment. In my search for the definition of cyberbullying, I identified three key points. First, cyberbullying lacks a universally accepted definition among scholars, as it encompasses various forms of online harassment. However, researchers consistently highlight intent to harm, repetition, and power imbalance as its defining characteristics. Unlike traditional bullying, cyberbullying is particularly distinguished by anonymity, allowing aggressors to hide behind digital identities, making accountability more challenging. Furthermore, its exposure and reach far surpass in-person interactions, enabling harmful content to spread rapidly and persist, indefinitely amplifying its impact on victims. The prevalence of cyberbullying varies widely due to differing definitions and measurement methods across studies. Reported victimization rates range anywhere from 5% to 70%, reflecting inconsistency in how cyberbullying is assessed. However, research consistently shows that increased internet and social media use significantly highlights the risk of cyberbullying. As digital platforms become more integrated into daily life, the opportunities for online harassment grow, making cyberbullying a persistent concern for adolescents and educators alike. Based on the research I found, cyberbullying has profound psychological and emotional effects on adolescents, impacting not only victims but also bullies and bystanders. Cyber victims often experience heightened levels of anxiety, depression, and even suicidal ideation, as continuous online harassment erodes their mental well-being. Cyberbullies, on the other hand, may exhibit a lack of empathy and engage in persistent aggressive behaviors, reinforcing negative social behaviors. Meanwhile, cyber observers, those who witness cyberbullying, frequently feel helpless, stressed, and anxious as they struggle with the moral dilemma of intervening or staying silent. These effects highlight the urgent need for comprehensive prevention and intervention strategies. Research has found that parenting styles play a crucial role in shaping adolescents' responses to cyberbullying. Authoritarian parenting, characterized by strict rules and low emotional worth, may discourage teens from seeking help when experiencing online harassment out of fear of punishment. In contrast, permissive parenting, which involves minimal rules and oversight, can lead to a lack of guidance, increasing the risk of both engaging in and becoming a victim of cyberbullying. Authoritative parenting, which balances structure with warmth and open communication, has been found to be the most effective in cyberbullying prevention. Adolescents raised in authoritative households are more likely to develop digital resilience, responsible online behavior, and willingness to report cyberbullying incidents. Studies state parental supervision plays a crucial role in ensuring online safety and reducing cyberbullying risk. Device placement is a key factor, as children who use digital devices in public spaces within the home are less likely to engage in or be exposed to cyberbullying compared to those with unrestricted private access. Screen time is another critical consideration, with research indicating that adolescents who spend 3 or more hours per day online face a heightened risk of cyberbullying involvement. However, the most effective strategy for online safety is active parental involvement, which which includes open communication, monitoring online activities, and fostering digital responsibility. Parents who engage in discussion about internet use and set reasonable guidelines help create a safer and more accountable online environment for their children. Research data that successful cyberbullying prevention strategies emphasize the combination of parental engagement, digital literacy, and balanced supervision. Open communication between parents and adolescents about cyber risk helps create a supportive environment where children feel comfortable reporting online harassment. Equipping students with digital literacy skills fosters responsible online behavior, enabling them to recognize and respond to cyberbullying effectively. Additionally, maintaining a balance between online access and parental onsite, other than strict restrictions, ensures that adolescents develop autonomy while remaining safe in digital spaces. These strategies work together to create a proactive and informed approach to cyberbullying prevention. Here's my purpose statement research questions. The purpose statement is for these casual comparative quantitative studies to examine comparative relationships among perceived parenting styles and cyberbullying behaviors of middle school students in Southwestern Texas. And 3 parenting styles investigated in this study are authoritarian, authoritative, and permissive, with cyberbullying behaviors including cyber victim, cyberbully, and cyber observer. There are 3 research questions, RQ1, RQ2, and RQ3, as you can see on this slide. My theoretical framework was Baumann's Parenting Style Theory 1966. It categorized parenting in 3 distinct styles that shape children's social and behavioral development. Authoritative parenting, characterized by a balance of warmth, responsiveness, and clear rules. This style fosters independence, self-regulation, and strong communication skills. Authoritarian parenting, defined by high control and low warmth, this style emphasizes strict rules and obedience, but often lacks emotional support. Permissive parenting, marked by high warmth but low control. Permissive parents set minimal rules, leading to reduced accountability and poor self-discipline in adolescents. Baumann's framework helps explain how different parenting styles influence adolescent decision-making, social interactions, and responses to cyberbullying. The research utilized a quantitative causal comparative design to examine the relationship between perceived parenting styles and cyberbullying behaviors among middle school students. This approach allowed for the comparison of cyber victims, cyberbullying, and cyber observer behaviors across different parenting style groups without manipulating variables. This study was conducted at a middle school in Southwestern Texas, providing a relevant setting to explore adolescent cyberbullying experiences. A total of 46 middle school students participated in the study. To be eligible, students had to meet the following requirements: must have been enrolled as a 6th, 7th, or 8th grade student at Jane Doe Middle School at the start of 2023-2024 school year. Students required parental permission before participating in the study. Participants completed the Qualtrics survey at Jane Doe Middle School, ensuring controlled and consistent data collection. This structured selection process ensured that the sample is relevant for analyzing cyberbullying behaviors in relation to perceived parenting styles. The study employed survey-based data collection to assess participants' perceptions of parenting styles and their involvement in cyberbullying behavior by using 2 validated instruments, and they were Parenting Authority Questionnaire and Cyberbullying Test. The Parenting Authority Questionnaire measured student perceptions of their parents' parenting style. The cyberbullying test evaluated participants' roles in cyberbullying, such as cyber victimization, cyberbullying, and cyber observations. The study applied both descriptive and inferential statistical methods to analyze the collected data. As you can see, research question 1, there was no statistically significant difference in cyber victim behavior scores among middle school students from perceived parenting styles. Therefore, we failed to reject the null hypothesis. The Kresko-Wallace H-test is a non-parametric statistical test used to determine if there are statistically significant differences between 3 or more independent groups. In this study, the test was used to compare cyber victim behavior scores among students from different perceived parenting styles. The H statistic represents the test statistic calculated based on the differences in ranks among the 3 groups. A value of 0.21 is very small, indicating that distributions of the cyber victim scores across the 3 parenting styles are very similar and do not show meaningful differences. The p-value represents a probability that observed differences occurred by a random chance. The p-value of 0.901 is much greater than the common significant threshold, meaning there is no statistically significant difference in cyber victimization scores. The effect size was very small, which indicates how much of the variation scores can be attribution to parenting style. In this case, it's 0.04, which means only 4% of the variation in cyber victim scores. This suggests that other factors such as peer relationship, school environment, online behavior patterns may have a greater influence on cyber victimization than parenting style. The Spearman-Rowe correlation, which is 0.77, shows that there was a positive correlation, which means that when one variable tends to increase, then the other increases, and the closer correlation is to one, the stronger the relationship. You can also see that there is a confidence interval, which is 95%. This range indicates the degree of certainty around the correlation estimate. Since the entire confidence interval is positive, it conforms a consistent, strong, positive relationship between the two variables. This suggests that the relationship between cyber victimization and cyberbullying is unlikely due to random chance and is meaningful finding. Also, the strong positive correlation suggests that students who experience cyber victimization are significantly more likely to engage in cyberbullying behaviors themselves, which is a cycle of cyberbullying. Research question 2 also shows there's no statistically significant difference in cyberbullying behavior scores among middle school students with perceived parenting styles. It failed to reject the null hypothesis, and this was found in the Cresswell-Wallace age test. As you can see in 1.33, it is small, suggesting that the distribution of cyberbullying behavior scores across the three parenting styles are very similar and do not indicate meaningful differences. P equals 0.514 is greater than 0.05, so therefore there is no statistically significant difference. Also, you can see the effect size is small. 2% of the variation in cyberbullying behavior can be attributed to parenting styles. There was also a positive correlation, as you can see, R equals 0.59. In other words, students who experience cyberbullying were likely to witness or observe cyberbullying incidents online. Research question 3, no statistically significant difference in cyber observer behavior scores among middle school students for perceived parenting styles. Failed to reject the null hypothesis. As you can see by the Cresswell-Wallace age test, it was 1.12, represents a calculated test statistic based on the rank differences across three parenting. It was very low. There was also a small effect size, and then there was also a positive correlation. As you can see, R equals 0.51. Here is the integration of the results in literature. The literature states that there should be a link of authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive in cyberbullying behaviors. For example, permissive parenting increases cyber victimization. Authoritarian parenting leads to higher victimization. Authoritative parenting is linked to lower cyber victim rates. However, my results diverge and stating that there may be other factors and that it is not just based on parenting styles that causes cyberbullying behaviors among adolescents. Same results occurred in RQ2 and RQ3. All three research questions diverge from the literature. Here you see a slide of implications and recommendations. I categorize them into three groups: parenting and guardians, educators and school administrators, policymakers, and child welfare advocates. There were limitations in the study. It was a very small study sample, 46 participants. If it was larger, the results may have been different. It was self-reported on the adolescents versus the parents actually taking the parenting style questionnaire. And then there was time and resource constraints. The study was done in a very small amount of time, and the resources were not readily available because of the small amount of time. If I had more time, I could have probably gotten a larger district to participate. Here's my brief overview of distribution plan. Again, it explains the how, the resources, and the goal. Resources that potentially could be provided, and the goal for the reason why, that of how to distribute that particular resource. And then here's my list of references utilized in this presentation. Thank you so much for listening to my video. Have a great day.